Welcome to the July 17th, 2018 episode of Reactive Consciousness, our in-depth podcast about what happened this week in our lives. I'm your host, vysethebold, and this is...
Lotus Prince.
And Mr. Ryu out of freaking nowhere.
Yes.
I
haven't seen you since until dawn, man.
Ryu-san?
Ryu. I believe it's
Ryu-san.
Ryu.
Is it Ryukaze? Ryukaze Terra?
Have you heard of Kazuma Kiryu?
Ugh. I prefer Strider Hiryu, yeah.
Does Ryu actually have a last name? Or is he just Ryu?
He's just Ryu officially, but like in the movie, you know, the Van Damme one, I think his last name was Hoshi.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
I don't even think I knew that.
Wow.
Yes.
Because I'm wondering what, like, Sakura calls him.
Ryu-san.
Ryu-san.
That's it, Ryu-san.
Is that why you call yourself Mr. Ryu?
You know what? Yeah, I'm essentially Ryu-san.
Because, like, Ken has an official last name.
Yeah,
it's
Ken's
Ken Masters, right?
Yeah, I think it was Ken Masters only to avoid lawsuit from Barbie.
Oh, for real?
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's amazing.
Like, you can't trademark the name Ken, and that's a name.
Yeah, but a blonde guy named Ken, there's only one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, he's brown-haired, isn't he?
Oh, that's actually true. His eyebrows are black, yeah.
Oh,
he dyes his hair. I forgot
no,
about that.
but, like, no. Like,
I don't get that, then.
The Barbie doll is, like, brown-haired, I think.
I thought she was blonde.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Barbie is
I don't care.
obviously blonde.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up later.
This is
Barbie
not something we want to win.
Barbie is blonde.
Yeah, I know Barbie is blonde.
Yeah,
but
she's
how
a
about
Barbie
Ken?
girl in a Barbie world.
Ken was brown hair, I think.
I think he was brown hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Thinking the last time I really saw him was like Toy Story 3. So.
Yeah, that was great.
Isn't he the guy that makes all the salad dressing?
I will take your word. I don't know what that means.
Sure.
Oh, there's like a popular brand called Ken Steakhouse.
Oh, Christ.
okay,
Okay, yeah.
But anyway,
Ranch.
anyway,
Thousand Island, isn't that guy the guy who makes the dressing?
Lotus Prince. Whoa.
Enough with the unanimity. That's for the other podcast.
Nice segue.
I want to welcome myself back. I missed it. I hope everybody else did.
I want to welcome myself back.
What's your podcast?
I was on vacation from my own podcast. I think at this point Lotus has been on more than I have.
I think I've only missed like 2 podcasts, and that was because like you asked me to take a break and let somebody else come on.
That's
because to change the combinations of people who's on.
You're always available on Sunday nights, so
mostly, yeah.
Say, like at this point, you two have been on more than I have. I mean, wow.
Whoa, that is true. if you count the episodes out, you will find that that's accurate.
I think you can count like
only
the
by a little
times
bit.
I've been like this podcast like with one hand.
Yeah, I think you've been on as many live episodes, like maybe like 1 or 2 fewer than the amount of like online episodes.
So, I do want to segue into thanking everyone who has subscribed to the podcast, the new podcast channel here. This is the first exclusive one to the Corrective Consciousness page. So it will no longer be on the Lotus Prince channel. So it's a new era here, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have 46 subscribers as of right now, so keep it up and keep sharing, and get your friends to continue to move over.
So ring that bell, smash that subscribe button.
Yeah,
I need to monetize.
They do it.
It won't be long before I
Balls.
post videos complaining about YouTube's monetization policies and how it affected me this week.
Yeah.
But
No, just start every single podcast with, "Hey, welcome back, everybody. What's going on, guys?" And just
Oh, I'm not one of those YouTubers. Oh wait, hold on. But what if we replaced all of ourselves with anime girl models and become virtual YouTubers?
Nah.
You know that's become a thing, right?
No, I have a better idea. Let's take every podcast episode and put a picture of what we talk about with one of our faces looking like on the title card, and just every single episode.
So hey guys,
like, whoa.
we have some really good little known Nintendo trivia that we could go over, like how Mario
The
Brothers
clouds
2
and the bushes.
was once actually Doki Doki Panic.
Well, what's the joke you always say from Scott Pilgrim, like Pac-Man, Puckman?
Oh, Paku Paku.
Yeah, Paku Paku.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's just like it was funny because Luminaire like brought that up to me. I was like, you watched that in Scott Pilgrim last week. What do you like? I was there.
I mean, it's funny though because like I think we knew that. I forgot where
Oh, yeah.
I read it, but it was before I saw Scott Pilgrim. So when we saw it in Scott Pilgrim, it just came off as one of those, hey, you know, like the opening scene of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie where like Peter Parker's like, spiders can camouflage themselves as a defense mechanism, and Harry Osborn's like, who gives a shit? Then he's trying to flirt with Mary Jane. He's like, the thing about spiders. He just like passes it on like it's new and cool.
No, I think in Scott Pilgrim it's almost supposed to be like a trite fact,
Well, yeah, because Scott Pilgrim's core audience, like, I don't know if they would know that specifically, but there's a better chance that they might.
Yeah. So anyway, this week we wanted to go over some recent events. In particular, we wanted to have Mr. Ryu on so he could talk about the concert that he went to recently, which I actually find these things fascinating, and you can elaborate, of course. So where did you go?
Alright, so I went to New York for the Hatsune Miku Expo tour that's going through America and Mexico, or USA and Mexico. So their last stop was actually in New York, and because I'm quite the big Miku fan, like I went to the New York one. So on top of the concert, they actually have a side event called Hatsune Miku Digital Stars, which only happens in LA and New York.
Oh wow!
Oh,
So
wow.
what essentially is, it's kind of at like I guess a music or like a club where they just like have some DJs play some jams, and then all these Vocaloid fans just just chill.
Oh, that's super
Oh,
cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you get
So-
to meet them and talk to them about and enjoy
and-
it with them.
Yeah, just chill, listen, dance to Miku music or whatever music they're playing, because it's not always Miku music, but it's mainly like Vocaloid music.
Well, actually, yeah. Speaking of which, like the DJs, I assume are like some of the people who have made some of the Vocaloid music.
In this case for LA, they had Livetune, who's actually one of the most famous Vocaloid producers.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get him, unfortunately, and that sucks because he's actually one of my absolute favorites Vocaloid producers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does a lot of his songs make it into the video games
Yeah,
and
Project
stuff?
Diva. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, he's a very big name in the Vocaloid. So he's made so many songs, and they've appeared in so many of the concerts and the games.
Nice.
Heck, he even did the theme for Project Diva F2nd Decorator.
That's cool. Actually,
Unfortunately, he didn't make it to New York, or wasn't in New York. So I'm like, aw.
so
'cause-
how long are the concerts typically?
They actually range they're 2 hours long actually, and
Oh, that's neat.
yeah, it is really fun, and I am glad that they are 2 hours long, because it's just me jamming to my favorite tunes with my glow sticks and everything.
Well, actually, speaking of which, is this one of those cases where they film the concert and you might be able to see yourself in the audience on? Blu-ray or
No,
whatever?
not this year. I don't think they film the Miku Expos anymore. So
Okay.
that's it. So whatever, because there's too many stops, because they
Yeah.
went from LA. Their last stop before New York was Washington D.C.
Okay.
At the Anthem.
Now you gotta be a true hardcore groupie and like follow them across the country. Like, oh, this is my 6th Miku concert this
Actually,
week.
there was a group of Japanese. Oh, anyways, I was about to say there was a Japanese group that actually did that.
Oh damn!
Oh, wow.
Went through all the way, like all the U.S. concerts.
That's
And
so
like they all had
expensive.
VIP like badges, and like this one guy was showing off all his VIPs from like all the venues. I'm like, damn.
That's insane.
How much money must he have spent, and like how much?
Well, that's
how
the
much
thing, like,
work time must he have taken off?
Well,
to-
that's
I have
that's the
no
thing. Like,
idea.
imagine booking a trip to Japan and then traveling all over Japan to this stuff. It's like, Jesus, like that's and the U.S. is obviously far bigger, so the travels like maybe the concerts are a bit cheaper than they might be in Japan, but the travel's like way worse.
Okay, the funniest thing is that like with my friends, who are like I don't think you've met them at all, but like with my friends, we're all going, like, what job do they have? I want their
Yeah.
job.
Right?
it would be
or-
like if like Lotus and I were to go see the gorillas all across Japan. Like,
Yeah,
what?
it's like we're not fucking doing that. Like, I love the gorillas, but like, I don't want to be poor tomorrow.
I mean, like, they're so dedicated. Like, I've seen them at every Miku venue, even the ones in Japan. Like when I was in Magical Meat, I've seen them. I was like, I recognize this guy.
Wow,
He's like, he literally goes to every Miku concert.
that is some
I'm
next
just
level
like
dedication.
impressed.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. So, anyways, speaking of, like, I think I was still on like the Digital Stars topic.
Yes.
So, New York got a couple cool DJs. Some of them probably are just like just some DJs from around, but they are like weeaboo DJs, so it's cool. Then we have like an American Vocaloid producer, Crusher P. She also DJ'd for the thing, and her set was pretty hype. Unfortunately, my friend was like wanted to leave early, so the last like DJs were actually Anna Managuchi.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, Anna Managuchi also really likes Miku because they also made a Miku song. If you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, they made a song for Miku Expo 2016, and they, on New York, they actually played like the encore for Miku.
That's pretty rad.
It's really solid, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool to see like celebrities that are actually into it because it's like David Letterman was like Hatsune.
Yeah,
Miku."
yeah. Well, it just
like-
reminds me of NBC, like when the internet was new. Like, and here's our website, like NBC.com. If you want to go to that, it just comes off as like, I guess the kids understand it better than I do. I don't know. Here it is.
Yeah, after the David Letterman segment, like he was really like, well, that was new. I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is that was like his second to
Excuse me,
last
sorry.
episode hosting. I think it was
Oh.
something like that.
And
So
who hosts it now? Was it like
Stephen Colbert.
Colbert? Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Late Show. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Stephen Colbert now, and I think it's even more popular than it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Stephen Colbert's like doing really well with it. I think.
He's a funny guy. He's also like
It's amazing
entertaining,
because
so.
Letterman's shoes, like those are tough shoes to fill. Like Letterman like is late night, but Colbert has been doing late night for a long time in various forms. So he actually picked it up and rolled with it really effectively and made it his own.
Oh, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but like Conan O'Brien's doing like San Diego Comic-Con. Like he's gonna be there like
Jesus.
the whole week.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess I'd better go and then hate myself for being at San Diego Comic-Con because I'll be waiting in the blazing heat to get one thing that I won't be able to get because the lines are hours long.
And
Hey,
then
hey,
you'll
look.
then they'll run out of it right before.
Exactly.
and
Although,
ju-
no,
just
they'll
be
run out of it
glad-
long before.
All right, just be glad it's not Summer Comic Con because it is like 100 times worse than San Diego.
No,
Comic-Con.
so I hear, but either way, fuck the whole thing. Like I don't
I
want to
hear
make
the-
myself miserable by going to one of those.
I hear the
Dude,
body
there's-
stink is
there's-
awful.
No, it's way worse than you think. Cause like there are actual pictures of Comic-Con, like the inside, having a literal cloud inside from all
Ew.
the freaking like sweat
Like
that everyone's
smog?
producing. Yes, it's actual literal smog. There's pictures and proof of it. Like Comic-Con is like freaking insane.
And and the thing is, like, everything in there is super limited because they're made by, like, you and
Yeah, it's
me,
all Dojin
you know?
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
all Dojin stuff. You can only get things there. So all these like
Yeah, it's like me and my merch, my 100 copies, and that's it. Like,
it's like and also like it's so hardcore that to the point where you literally have to make a map and like a route to secure all the goods you want.
yeah, like you better have friends and like split up.
Yeah, I would want like Dojin video games, and like, because you can't get them anywhere else. You can't really buy them anywhere else, like, unless somebody is like doing it that specifically.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
I can
yeah,
only
yeah.
imagine. And I want like the non-porn game, so that's even harder to find.
It's even harder.
Way harder.
The funny thing
Well,
is, it's
no,
actually
it's true,
true.
because,
Like,
like-
the porn stuff might actually hit like a mainstream site eventually.
Exactly.
Well,
like
actually, it has been hitting some mainstream stuff lately on Steam and everything. Just the censored versions.
But even, well,
yeah,
even
but
like Jazz
there's
though.
there's
Oh
always
yeah,
a
Jast.
denude patch in the discussions.
Oh, actually, no. Like those are also official. Like the uncensored patches, those are like official, and you can buy those separately for the Steam.
Are you serious?
Game. Yeah. Yes. That is
Jesus, I had no idea about that.
a thing. So you can
Yeah,
buy the
yeah.
game on Steam censored, and then buy the uncensored patch,
That's crazy.
or buy the DRM free, like just uncensored version.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a good thing. I mean, in a way, because like the visibility of those games is going like way up. So
Yeah,
it's
I do
good
appreciate
for
that
them to
more
get
and
their
more
audience.
esoteric stuff is actually getting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, I have too much stuff to play.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that I'm like kind of addicted to an MMO at the moment. So
Oh, I know that's a lifestyle at that point. It's like the next
Yeah.
level of like Dungeons and Dragons. It's like you don't just play for a round and stop.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Where
Well,
was I?
yeah. So talk more about the event.
No. Okay, so during the event, I actually met the Krypton Future Media. They're the people who like own the, I guess, the Miku side of the Vocaloids, because the Vocaloid technology is actually Yamaha,
Mm-hmm.
but like the voice banks are just like owned by different companies. So like the most popular one is Krypton Future Media, followed by
Okay.
like, Internet Co, and then first place I think. But I did meet the CEO there because he actually goes around the events, and I took a picture with him. So
That's
cool.
awesome.
And the band members who actually played for Miku Expo and a bunch of other Miku concerts, like they also were there, and like people were lining up to like get autographs and like take pictures with them, and I did so too as well.
Nice. That's gonna be
Also,
so cool. Because when do you get to do that? Like there are Miku Expos, but like you can't guarantee their presence every time.
Oh yeah, in the like side events at least, like.
Yeah.
But a cool thing is like the social media that handles like the Hatsune Miku Facebook page and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do have like I brought my Dolphy Dream Miku, and they take a picture of their like painted Miku like around and like post it on social media.
Is the Dolphy the thing that I know about? Like the thing like I've seen you have at like
Yes.
at like Magfest and stuff. Okay. I think
Yes,
it's, like, super
that
accurate.
creepy ball jointed doll. That,
Yeah, like
is,
the parrot on your
creeps out the
shoulder.
normies, but like makes all the weebs go oh.
Yeah, you got a lot of recognition at like Magfest. Like, oh damn, nice. Yeah.
Well, actually, they took a picture of my Dolphy and like their like thing that they like post on
Mhm.
Facebook, the Miku like statue, I guess, and
Yeah.
it did get a lot of likes on Twitter and like Facebook. I'm like, hey,
That's freaking
that's
sweet.
my Dolphy, sweet.
That's awesome. Did you
That's
then
awesome.
charge them royalties for your picture?
Yes, I'm like, hey, pay up.
Even though like the
This-
rights of everything you own is like theirs.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so after that event, like the event was like fun from like for how long I stayed there for. Although it was in like one of those like kind of like crappy areas of Queens. Like I was like afraid I was gonna get mugged or something around that area.
Oh wow.
I could just imagine the people who would mug you, like, oh, it's a Miku guy, get him. It's like, how do you know about this?
These Dolphys sell for thousands online.
Yeah, what? Hold on. I mean, the funny thing is they are super expensive, but
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah.
they do sell for thousands online.
Nobody wants a used Dolphy. Come on.
But I heard the LA one was worse because like the location had a lot of drug dealers around the area from what I heard. So it was like, oh my god.
And you're walking around with like your blue hair and your dolls, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
So in the LA version, like area, like I heard the DJs weren't that good aside from like live tune. So it's like, oh okay, I guess we kind of evened out, sort of.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But less skeezy.
It was still pretty skeezy because, like, I think there was this one skeezy-looking woman asking about how much my doll cost. I was like,
"Oh, come on!"
I was getting uncomfortable, and she
feel
like,
"I'll give you $6."
And she was like, I feel like she was like trying to steal my doll afterwards or something. It's like,
stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Yeah. Did you talk to your doll? Like, now don't talk to strangers. Just like sneak off.
Yes, that's exactly what I did. Well, I guess like enough about the event. Should I just talk about like my concert lineup experience, or just
go for it?
Please do.
Okay, so I actually started lining up around 9:30 a.m. There was actually a bunch of people in VIP line waiting already. Like the concert does not start till like 8 p.m. Just mind you. So like we were just waiting there maybe like 12 to 11 hours, and some people like a bit earlier than that. And I heard that the Japanese people actually started to line up at 3 a.m. But like by the I guess the popo.
Oh yeah, no loitering.
And security, like they were asked to leave because like it's 3 a.m. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah. That's another thing. So now you're telling me that these people have managed to pay to get here, to travel around to every concert, get VIP passes for every concert, and they have so much time that they're waiting over 12 hours in advance, presumably each time. Like, that is fucking next level.
That is dedication. I cannot beat them. Their power level is way over, like higher than mine.
Your power level is pathetic.
It's like they're Super Saiyan, and I'm just like a TN.
At least you're the world's strongest human.
Oh yeah, I am the world's strongest human.
Wait, no, isn't that Yamcha? Or no, Krillin?
No, it's
Krillin.
It's definitely TN, the world's strongest human.
Even though
he has a third eye.
maximum.
How is he a human?
Shut up. That's how.
Shut up.
He can grow Goro arms. It's fine.
Have you seen like that picture floating around with like the what are they called, the Yamcha squad or whatever they're called? Or
the Yamcha squad? No, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know this.
Oh
have
no,
you seen the meme with like you know the version walk in the Chad meme or no?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. There's one with Yamcha and Vegeta. It's pretty funny.
Oh wait, with the guy with the horn.
Wait, guy with the horn.
Yeah, well, the guy with the trumpet playing at that girl.
No, that's not.
That's not the version walk in the Chad. I'll show you that meme later, and then you'll see.
There are too many dumbass memes.
Actually, yeah, there are way too many dumbass memes.
Speaking of which,
no, they're called the Z Fighters. I just remembered. So like, it just has like a picture of the Z Fighters, the original Suicide Squad.
Yeah, right.
It was really funny.
I know Chaozu is.
Yeah, right. And he didn't even succeed, even though he was like touching Nappa. It just didn't work. Nappa's too strong.
Except, and like, it's funny because in like fighters, like that's like one of the strongest level 3s in the game.
Yeah, and I love how when you perform the move, whether it properly hits or not, Tien's just like, oh no, and then you just keep fighting with them.
It's just like Tien, what the hell? You're the one who did this, asshole.
Yeah, you like told him to go. You're like, wait a second. I also love how Tien's tri-beam damages him, but like it does stupid damage if you hit somebody with it.
Oh yeah, Tien's a really good character in that game, and surprisingly, Yamcha is like really good in this game.
Well, Yamcha beating Nappa is like the funniest goddamn thing.
Oh yeah, that like
with the super finish.
Yeah.
Oh, explain what that is to the audience.
Well, you know how when Yamcha dies, when Nappa blows him up, he's got that like. There's like a certain like manga shot that the anime copied, which shows how like the way Yamcha's dead on the ground. If Yamcha beats Nappa in Fighter Z, like Nappa throws his kill Yamcha ball, and Yamcha just sends it back, and Nappa's like, wait, what? And then like you see Nappa like dead in the same pose that Yamcha was in the actual show. It's like, whoa, like it's the funniest damn thing.
Oh, by the way, Lotus, it's actually pronounced Fighters.
It actually is Fighters?
Yes, it's
Fighters. Come on. But it's Dragon Ball
just
Z.
like it's supposed to be Blade Blue.
It's Dragon Balls. It was Dragon Balls.
Nobody calls it Blade Blue. Get out of here.
Blaz Blue.
No,
Where was
no.
I
It's
on
it's
this?
literally in the katakana, I think. Supposed to be Blay Blue.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Even though there's a Z there.
Man, we really went. I really went off topic, or you guys like
It's
led me
okay.
astray.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, we're always on topic. We're always on topic in Recon and Corcon.
It's fine.
That's
So
why we
for
do
this Street Fighter concert, Ryu was played by Daigo, and wait, what was I talking about?
Isn't there wasn't there a recent live action like thing for Street Fighter?
Not that I know of.
Well, I mean, there were
okay.
those set of internet videos like a couple of years ago.
I think that's
Assassin's
it.
Fist.
Yeah, because
think so.
apparently that guy who played Ryu in that is supposed to be in something new. It just got
He's
like
supposed to be
announced.
playing Bruce Lee, I think.
There you
somewhere.
go. Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah. What's he playing it in? I forget.
I have no idea. I just know he's playing Bruce Lee in some film.
Huh.
Yeah.
His name's like Michael Mo, if I remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's interesting. It seems like there was a positive reception for that. I think people liked the way he portrayed Ryu, at least.
Yeah, Michael Mo is like a really good martial artist from what I've seen. So like, there's no reason why he couldn't play Bruce Lee. So
Did he master the Dark Hado?
he did not master the Dark Hado.
Nobody masters the Dark Hado except for Akuma, I
Exactly.
guess.
Only Akuma has mastered the Dark Hado, and Ken didn't even have the Dark Hado. He's just violent, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Violence Ken? And what about
No.
Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, where he,
Wait,
I guess, was just evil? I guess he was bison possessed?
He's just Shadow Lu brainwashed, I think.
does he have to master
Power,
Shenlong?
I guess.
Is it Shadow Lu or Shadow Law? Is that still a debate?
Shadow Lu.
It actually is Lu?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Balrog still type with his boxing gloves on?
Yes.
Mike
Is Nightwolf still like also a computer guy in Mortal Kombat?
Oh god.
Yes.
And Dalzin
So-
was a metaphysicist.
Anyway,
You know what? Like, we went so off topic for a long time that I'm not sure if like the people followed
Okay.
the Miku concert crap.
all right. Is there any more details about Miku that you wanted to bring up?
Well, I had a train of thought. Then
Well, you were talking about the line experience and how it was Skeezy and Queens.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, it's hard to get back on track. Okay, okay. So after I just signed up there for a while, just like waited, got merch at like 3 p.m. and just waited some more. I don't
What'd
know
you
what
end up
else to say.
buying, merch wise?
Oh, actually, let's see. Outside of the concert, I actually bought this this Japanese like learning book called Miku de Nihongo. It's actually like you learn Japanese, like just like singing along with the songs and like learning the words from the songs,
That's kind of
the
clever.
lyrics. Yeah. So I'm giving that a shot and seeing if it actually works. But like it does seem like fun to mess around with while learning.
Mhm.
And then I bought Happy, which is like those celebratory like festival things that Japanese people wear in like festivals.
Okay.
It's just like more weeaboo with anime prints and like that's what otaku wear. So
Yeah.
What are they? What are they like necklaces or what are they?
Happy are just like kind of like those those coats or jackets that like you see in like I guess
Oh, I
a
think I know
taiko
what you
drummer
mean.
would like
Yeah.
like maybe like a taiko drummer would like wear in a festival.
Oh, okay.
You
I got you. It's
kinda-
almost like a bowling jacket, almost like that.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. With like lettering on the back and that kind of thing.
But it said it's Miku.
Yeah, they actually have made those for a couple of the shmups recently at a couple of the shmup events in Japan,
Oh.
which is pretty cool. Like Cave had them for a couple of their games, which is pretty neat. I was always like, I want one of these, and I look up like what the original price is, and I'm like, what? It's like $800. I'm like, for a jacket, like.
It's a
Oh,
limited edition
yeah,
jacket.
they are completely limited edition for a lot of things. So like after an event, they would probably cost a lot.
And then like I would think that the resale on them would be astronomical. That
Well,
was
well,
like
that's
the
the
original
thing.
price.
Actually, the one thing that pisses me off is the resale of like the Magical Minai, which is like the last year like Miku event in Japan that I went to. Like there is a doll-sized hobby that was being sold there for like 2,000 yen.
Oh, so
right
that
now,
you could put it on there,
like,
put it on your Dolphy? Yeah.
Yeah, like it was very limited, but like right now on Yahoo Auctions Japan, that crap is being sold for 30,000
Jesus Christ.
Japanese yen for a tiny
What?
piece of cloth. That's like nearly $300. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like this is more expensive than the actual people hobby.
Wow.
Like why?
Ridiculous. Wow, that's insane.
Sounds like it made you pretty unhappy.
Goodbye, everyone.
Until next time.
Until next time.
So I got a good spot in the concert after everyone was like went in.
Mm-hmm.
Were you in the mosh pit?
Yes, actually, I was in the mosh pit. Essentially, Hammerstein Ballroom is just like a giant mosh pit.
Oh, they actually do have a mosh pit?
No, it's just like the standing floor, but it's essentially just a giant mosh pit because it's just a flat floor and the stage. So,
I want to see some scene kids like mosh to some Miku.
Oh God, I would just like tell them to get the hell out of here.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, I mean that's never happened. So, let's see. I got a good spot in the front. I just it was so fun cheering with like to the music and like listening to the Japanese call outs with the I guess glow sticks, because that's a thing they do like during the song that they know. They go like to the theme like let's see, for example, there's a song and like there's like no singing. They go like oh hey to the like to the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So going along with that like in unison is pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
you
I bet.
get that like that well, the whole crowd feel. It's like laughing together with everybody at a movie theater in a comedy or something.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. Well, that's really awesome. Did you bring your own glow sticks or did you buy them there? Would you?
I bought my own glow sticks. These glow sticks like are the battery powered ones for specifically for concerts. They were selling some at the venue. They're like $30 each. So, but they are nice because like they're battery powered. You can change the color. Yeah. They're bright.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because actual glow sticks would last for like what, an hour, and then
chemical glow sticks suck.
Yeah, like you snap them and it's really fun. Well, then again though, those aren't made for concerts though. Those are made for like birthday parties. You crack them, you have fun, and then you throw them out. You're not going to use them all day or all year.
But like I think before people knew about these type of glow sticks, they were using chemical lights. But like,
okay, yeah.
So was I, and then like I learned of these.
Yeah, you got to keep buying them every time.
Whoa, no, you do not. They're battery powered.
No, I mean the chemical ones though.
Yes,
you had to keep buying them every time.
Oh yeah, you had to keep buying those. They didn't last long, and then like once they wore out during like the end of the concert, like oh
yeah, you're just waving like plastic
like,
that no one can see.
Plastic, like
I'm a fraud.
The worst is when I was a kid, like I over snapped them, and like I used to get the shit on my hands.
That's the worst.
No,
yeah, because I you would do the thin ones, not just like the thick ones that you would spin around. But I used to get like the necklace one, and I would be like, oh, maybe I could crack this a little bit more and like get more out of it. And it's just like, no, like it just gets all over your hand.
All right, my dumb ass as a kid was like, oh, it's like getting dimmer. I think I should break it more. What if I bite into it and it was that was
and then your mouth
I used to put them in the freezer too. I used to put them in the freezer to help like rejuvenate them. Craziness.
All right, and then afterwards I just had dinner with also that's right, surprisingly
did you go to Mitsuwa?
Minty Mitz and Old Man Stompy were actually there in the balcony seats.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
That's real cool. I didn't realize they were big enough.
Did
fans
you hold
for that.
up like a sign to them from where you were that said "Wish you were here"?
I know Minty Mitz actually spotted me in the front.
Nice.
Did you scream "I love you, Miku"?
Obvious.
And did she look right at you?
Yes.
Yeah, maintain the eye contact to show your dominance at the concert. I'm in the front.
I'm in the front. That's right.
I earned this.
I earned this.
Oh, you actually did though.
I deserve this. Actually, I did deserve that. I stayed like 11 hours for that.
Yeah, I could. I would not. I would not. I would burn out just for the wait.
Oh yeah,
You-
and it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
And
Because,
you have like
like,
a poster with your phone number on it. Miku, call me. Hope she saw.
Hold it up to the TV camera. Hi, mom.
Yeah, just hold up to the projector. Go, Miku, marry me. That's very obnoxious too, because like that poster will block the view of the concert. It's just like, hey, put that down.
Well, not to mention, it's obnoxious enough to a real person, but like obviously Miku can't hear you. It's like, you idiot.
Miku
But yeah,
loves all.
the live performances like of the Miku concerts are really hype, and like the band members that like play it, like they deserve a lot of credit, because they're playing for like literally 2 hours straight. So
Yeah, that's no joke.
Yeah, I was gonna
And,
say
like,
2
they're
hours is a
singing-
really long performance. Usually it's only about an hour or two, an hour and a half for most concerts. So that's quite a drain on them, I bet.
yeah, that is quite the drain, and like this. They also have to sync to the Vocaloid singing too, so
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so they have to rely on digital cues, I bet, because it would just be too like they would need to learn how to when each part was coming up and that kind of thing.
Instead of a conductor, because it's like the whole thing's digital. Instead of a conductor for them, they're like actually like playing Project Diva, and then just seeing the
gonna
props
say
come
that.
up. Oh, I gotta hold this one down. Okay.
That's really funny. Well, and any more remarks? Anything else?
No, I just really had an amazing time. It was way better than 2016 Expo, and it does look like they are holding this like bi-yearly from the
Oh,
time
good.
schedule. Because like, I'm assuming they're holding it bi-yearly, because like the first one was like 2014, and that was like, the year where she appeared in David Letterman.
Right.
Then the next one, they went around more places around the USA in 2016, although the quality of the stage went down, because they had like a much larger tour.
Mm-hmm.
So and this year was like better than like 2016. So like,
Nice.
yeah.
So 2020 hype.
Oh, I can't wait for 2020.
Well, what's good about this is like there is still constant like Vocaloid stuff coming out from a lot of different producers, so it's not like they're gonna run out of content. Number one,
Yeah,
and
not to
number
mention,
two,
like it's a program, anyone can make it too.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
Yep.
the best part about Vocaloid is like it will like make the talented people like who like have the spotlight, and some Vocaloid producers just like move on to regular music actually.
Yeah. But it's just cool though, because like theoretically, you or I could do it. Like
Oh yeah, anyone could do it.
yeah, I mean like I couldn't, you know what I mean? But like anybody could try.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, like it's kind of hard to make the English sound good. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
in English it
compared
would sound
to-
like it's trying to speak English instead of speaking English.
It has gotten better, but like and like there are some really talented like English Vocaloid producers, but it is like English is not as like
It's not
more
designed for it.
yeah, it's more phonetically complex than Japanese. So
Yeah.
because Japanese you just have like ka, like ki, and it's
Not
it's
to
just
mention
like
that English is a muddle of other languages anyway, so it's like have fun.
yeah.
well, that's cool. That's cool. I'm looking forward to hearing more about all everything that you've been going to in the future, and it's cool because she can also constantly tour because she's not going to get tired, right? So,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
you know-
DJs have to do it as well, but
well, yeah, but you can hire other DJs. You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
You could hire other support staff for it. It's not
Actually,
like
the band members like actually before 2014, like it was just like just like whoever they could get, but like now they have an established like group who like after
Sure.
2015 doing it. So I know the keyboardist, like her name is Megmi. Like she's been in like every like Miku related like concert like
Damn.
so like yeah they have a group now. So
Nice.
Although they occasionally, I think they replace members like every now and then, just for like temporarily, you know. So
That's awesome. Well, while we have you here, I know that you're getting hyped up for an event coming in August 9th, which we were talking about right before we went on the podcast here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the hype for that?
Oh my god, it's been so goddamn long, but Monster Hunter Worlds has finally gotten like announced release
yeah.
date.
That was
I've
announced,
been waiting for that so bad.
How long has
like,
it been on consoles? And like PC is like, oh, it's being delayed, it's coming, and it just never did.
It's been a couple of months. I think it was released January.
Oh my god.
Or February. But like, it's been a while, and like I was like, so what about the PC? Because like, I'm sure this game would run way better on PC, but the unfortunate part about the PC version is that it won't be like, you know, like content wise like up to date
up to date.
But they will be slowly like adding it like so like it will be up to date with like the console version. So
actually,
like,
do you know if they're going to like give the PC users any special perks as a sort of like compensation for the delay?
Yeah, it's gonna be better graphics.
No, I mean that's fair enough, but I mean, is there gonna be like, I don't know, are you gonna get like, I don't know, some grinding materials, like 10 grinding materials? Because like I know like the PS4 game Let It Die, I only started playing it a couple weeks ago, but when I joined in, all of a sudden I had like 50,000 gold, and I could see an online update like, our servers were down, we're really sorry about that, here's a bunch of shit for you. So like, is the PC version going to do anything like that? It's like, sorry for the wait?
No.
Okay.
Will it have all the up-to-date content though?
Well, no, he just said no.
I just said no. It won't. It's gonna be like it's gonna be updated at a faster pace than the console version, because you know they already have the content. But like on release, it's not gonna have like, it won't be like, you know, up to date with the console versions. But I'm hoping that the Final Fantasy 14 event that's gonna be crossing over with Monster Hunter will be ready for PC, because like,
okay.
And you gotta get Dante Must Dine.
Oh my god, that trailer was so funny with like the Dante like
from Devil May Cry
collab. It's like,
it
Dante
had, like,
must die.
Like the A rankings and the B rankings, but they stood for like different things. I forgot what they were.
It's like sizzle, and it was just like Dante.
Yeah, S was for sizzle. I forgot about that.
It was like S was like sizzle, and like, it was just Dante cooking the meat like in Monster Hunter style. It's just like
the best.
And then like the goofiest part was the end. It was like, Dante must die, and then like it zooms out and just Dante holding like eating meat. And it's like, and then like die turns to dine, and like the Devil May Cry voice is like, Dante must dine. And, like, I just lost myself, like, because like it was like so stupid.
Yeah, Vice. If you weren't aware, Dante Must Die is a level of difficulty.
Sure.
I know about it. That's just the that's the hardest mode. That's not the stupid everything dies in one hit mode. Yeah, Dante Must Die is like regular hardest mode.
Okay, that's like it's the regular hardest mode. It's not like the one-hit kill mode.
Yeah, because the one-hit kill mode almost isn't the hardest mode, because enemies die in one hit too. So as long as you keep firing your pistols, you just kind of win.
Wasn't that Heaven or Hell mode?
Yeah, that was Heaven or Hell. Yeah, Dante Must Die is the actual hard mode. Because in Heaven or Hell, even bosses go down in one shot. It's just kind of for fun.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because I want to play it myself. So.
Did you not get the console version?
I didn't, because I wanted to wait to play it with you.
Oh, cool. I got some people wanting to play too. So
yeah.
It turns out I might double dip, because like I have some console only friends, and you know.
So they're not doing crossplay?
Hell no.
That's too bad.
Because like, no, it's been released on Xbox One and PS4. So what makes you think they're gonna?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Sony's been pretty up its ass with crossplay, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like, you know, like PC is gonna be behind update wise, so it's just like, there's not gonna be any crossplay.
Let me know if they bring back the Gen Moran. I keep bringing that up, even though it was like Wii only and like nobody cared, but I just kind of like it.
Actually, other Monster Hunter news, like I kind of want to switch because like Generations Ultimate is actually coming out in the West now.
Oh, I have wanted to switch for various reasons, but that's a pretty good one right there too.
Yeah. So you play Generations with me, Vice. I know this.
Yeah.
So
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the updated title is actually gonna be released here and Switch around like I think around like the same month. So I was like, well, I have double the Monster Hunter, so double my pleasure.
I was waiting for that. But was Generations the 3DS one?
Generations is the 3DS one with Hunter styles.
Okay, so Ultimate's gonna like they're bringing it to like the big screen then effectively.
Since on the Switch, yes.
That's freaking rad. I love stuff like that.
I think I'm hoping there's also a 3DS version because I use the 3DS more, but I should probably pick up a Switch myself because like it is
Switch
also
is
like
great.
it is also like handheld as well as like a console.
Yeah, that's so brilliant. I can't believe they pulled that off.
Yeah, I love the Switch. It's like my new favorite. Like for a while there, like PC was where it was at. Like I was all about like PC as a platform, but just because the Switch is running everything so well, maybe not the high end AAA games, but like every
what's made for it specifically, it kills.
Exactly, and any indie title basically runs really well on it. So, like any new Metroidvania, I'm like all over it on the Switch, and they're putting so many like classic ports on there. It's ridiculous. I think Sega's putting out a new Sega Ages collection pretty soon.
Whoa,
and that'll be really good.
Nice.
When's the last time they did that? Like PS2?
Well, no, the Sega Ages. There was a Sega Ages like 3D classics collection on the 3DS.
Okay.
So their Sega Ages collection has been on and off. Like they also had those Sega Ages 2600 on the PS2. So like the Dynamite Deca and
was that the one with like the worst version of Golden Axe?
Yeah, but what happened with that series is they started off really poor as kind of like remakes of old games, but they were budget remakes and not as good as the originals. Yeah. So like, why would you buy them, right? But then later on, they became collections and like emulations and really great. Like M2 was handling the emulation on these, so like you would have really great like Phantasy Star collection with all of the different versions, like the European, Japanese, and American ROMs all on one CD of like all of the Phantasy Star games all on one disc.
Nice.
It would be Phantasy Stars 1, 2, and 4. I think 3 is always an outlier.
Well, I remember actually this isn't quite the same thing, but on Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection, it just came with 2, 3, and 4, but 1 was unlockable. In like the goofiest way too. Mr. Ryu, you actually helped me with this. You have to beat because you have to play the various Sega games to unlock the other things.
Sure.
And you had to beat. It was easy. You had to beat just Emerald Hill Zone in Sonic 2, no big deal, but you had to beat it with 2 players. And at the time, I didn't have a second PS3 controller, so Mr. Ryu came over and was just Tails. And it's just like and we beat level 1. We beat Robotnik, and it's like, that's it? Got it. Got Phantasy Star. It's like, what? That was it? Okay.
I don't understand that method of unlocking, but like, it
was just play the games in different ways. That was kind of the more outrageous one, because everything else, I think, it's just like score a certain amount of points or something. But that was a little bit weird.
Most of them were super easy to the point, like, why did you even lock these? Like
just to make you test the games.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I gotta say, I really appreciate. I just like unlocking stuff. It's just nice. That's one thing I'm looking forward to with the new Smash game that I really couldn't get with the Wii U one, which is everything was already unlocked except for the DLC characters, which they're DLC, you buy them. But on Smash Ultimate, I hear you're actually gonna unlock stuff. And I was like, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Smash Ultimate, by the way, have you seen the Ridley amiibo? Because it's just like, damn.
Oh, no, I haven't.
There's a freaking Ridley amiibo. Like, I mean, of course there would be one, but it's still like, yo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm ready to make people not want to play with me.
Oh yeah, with your Ryu bullshit, and you're like, and you're Donkey
really
Kong
like,
throwing people off the town with the ledge with you.
I really feel like Luminaire doesn't want to play with me anymore.
No, we should play your stupid like hacked Wii U game where like everyone's moves
like,
were stupid.
That mod that I downloaded.
Yeah, like Luigi's like taunts scuff the ground with his foot, just like either sends everyone into the air, or if they're in the air, it meteor smashes everyone down. It's like, oh my god, there's no stopping it.
It's basically just spanking people up and down.
It's insane.
I like the infinite jump cloud strife. And
Yeah.
I remember the time like I didn't tell you about it. I was playing Ryu, and
It's
like
like, how are you doing
notice
this?
for some reason that I was just like canceling sweep into sweep into sweep into sweep. And
Yeah,
like,
it was like
"Whoa,
such
what?"
bullshit.
Like, man, your Ryu is really good. I was like, how do they not notice?
I never played Smash except for at friends' houses. I didn't own the Wii U one, so I was like, I,
know,
don't know
but,
what's
like,
going
you
on.
should have thought something was fishy when I was just doing like down here like search.
That's true.
I'm like, how does he not notice? So I actually switched like someone that's like more noticeable with Marth, with like the infinite like front grab range, which is just like a melee joke, because like Marth's grab range was kind of insane in melee because it was longer than Yoshi's. Like what?
Jesus.
So and like the up throw that kills instantly, and like
Yeah, that
Cloud
was
with
bullshit.
infinite jumps. It was just like so funny because like see everyone's reactions.
Yeah,
It was like, what is this?
Yeah, and I didn't Mario's Flood just like blow everybody away or something?
Yeah, and all of Mario's move has like covered the whole screen for some reason.
Yeah.
like the cloud smack. That's funny. Well, while I have you here, I also wanted to bring up the fact that I'm modding my joystick.
Oh, nice.
I had asked you like a couple about a week ago, I guess, about Saimitsu sticks. So I'm a shmup player primarily, and I do play fighting games from time to time, but I never seriously and just very casually. So I wanted to modify my stick to better fit my needs because I play shmups a lot. So I actually was able to get the Seimitsu LS3201.
Mm-hmm. Did you put it
in? So I'm actually doing more stuff to the joystick than just that.
Oh.
So I don't know if you knew this or not, but Jason's Customs just came out with a easy mod board to add the Brook universal board to the Obsidian.
That's a great board. That's a good choice.
Yeah, so I ended up getting that. It's expensive, but apparently it reduces the lag of the joystick. That apparently it's better than the stock board.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah. It is actually quite better than the stock board, but and also it's cross like console compatible. So like
yeah, that was the big thing. I have Brook converters for all of the systems that I own. So I could use my joystick on it, but like having like the innate ability to do it, and probably at a faster pace than doing it through a Brook converter and the stock board, makes this like very attractive. So I'm looking really forward to this. Of course, I have to put in like about an hour of my time in order to mod it, but while I do it, I'm going to put in the Seimitsu stick.
All right.
So I'm doing basically like a total overhaul.
Nice. Actually, with the Jason custom board, I think, and hold on, did you have like wires that are already like set with like the quick disconnects? Or,
yeah,
and
and
get those from
they
Focus
include
Attack.
it. They include it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So like, that shouldn't take that long actually, but.
Yeah, I think it's more like you have to be careful with certain. I watched a Jason actually put up a video on YouTube about like doing it to show you the process, which is really neat because then you don't have to do it from paper instructions and like descriptions. Mm-hmm. And so I watched him do it, and there's a couple tricky parts in there, where you have to be very ginger with a couple things on it. So I'm glad that like he was pointing those things out, because I don't want to break like a little tiny part of my joystick to make my life a living hell. So You know, just like a little part on your board or something. So I don't want to do that.
I see. I mean, like, it's not the end of the world if you do accidentally break it, because actually you can just take a book board and just like replace it without doing the custom. But like, trying to put like the top buttons of the obsidian, like that's gonna be a pain. But, like,
yeah, there's like a bunch of things that would make my life a living hell. Like there's like a plastic guide button for the PlayStation button. It's like a plastic guide like mold that is like directly on the board, and you have to pry it off in a very ginger way, or else it could break. And I want everything to be functional. I want it to be perfect. So I wanted to make sure that when I'm doing it, like, it doesn't mess it all up. I don't want it to be a substandard disc after putting, or a substandard joystick after putting all that time and effort into it.
Yeah, but when you do finish, if we do hang out, show me it, because I like to see it.
Yeah, I also have a friend that's helping me with Photoshop. With the I'm thinking about putting custom artwork on it as well.
What were you thinking of? Since were you gonna put like Skies of Arcadia, since you're known as Vysethebold, or?
That would be a good choice, but it would be probably a bad subject matter. Because you wouldn't play that game with a joystick. So
plenty of people put like things that don't make sense in the joystick. I mean, and there's an official Hello Kitty joystick, I think.
Well, you can play Hello Kitty World.
Hello Kitty Racing on the Wii U.
Oh wait, hold on. I think there was like an actual legit Hello Kitty Street Fighter collab. So.
What?
Yeah.
Well, there's Hello Kitty World, which is a sequel to Balloon Fight on the Famicom.
Okay.
But yeah, it's actually like the Famicom version of this game called Balloon Kid, which is a Game Boy game that like Nintendo put out as a sequel to Balloon Fight. So it's actually pretty funny. But anyway, I actually found some artwork that I really thought looked cool from that somebody came out with on DeviantArt for Ikaruga.
Oh,
and
that would make sense.
I love Ikaruga, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the buttons with black and white buttons, like black outside, white inside. I already bought them. They look really nice.
What type? Sanwa or Seimitsu?
No, they're Sanwas.
All right.
The Sanwa buttons.
Some people prefer the Seimitsus because you need to put a little more pressure on them than the Sanwas. Sanwas are a bit more sensitive, but some people prefer, like, sometimes it's a little bit too sensitive for some people. Like my friend who has like hitbox, he prefers the Seimitsu buttons because you don't like. They don't activate when you breathe on them.
I gotcha. Well, I like the Sanwa buttons well enough for shmups, so they should be sensitive for shmups. So maybe for fighting games, the more give in the buttons makes more sense, but I don't know. But I picked them up, and there aren't too many Seimitsu buttons that are like they're less customized. I feel.
Oh no! Seimitsus are actually really customizable. Like the clear buttons, you can actually put art in them.
Okay, well, that I'll take all that into consideration, and I think I'll put a video up, also on Recon, on the CoreCon channel here in order to show my progress with it eventually. Oh, and I also took some video. One more thing before we leave here for the week.
One more thing.
Wow.
I put this on Twitter, and I think you saw it, Lotus. While I was in Atlantic City this week with my girlfriend, I saw the Castlevania slot machine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, nice. You know what's funny? I actually happened to find the Shinobi slot machine like once in the Banana, then I never saw it again.
Huh.
Well, what was cool about it was I think it's like there have been several slot machines. It wasn't like the Sexy Violence one. It's like a newer one. So this one actually like has kind of like a story mode So I actually took a video of me playing it, and I actually I won $10 off of it.
Hey.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna post the video of that. It's just something really quick because it has like bloody tears playing, and I thought it was
Nice.
kind of cool to be in the middle of a casino and like bloody tears playing.
Yeah.
It's like
Nice.
dun-dun-dun-dun, and a bunch of old people that have no idea what they're playing are like playing it with me.
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
funny. Oh, I see you also like Castlevania 2 on the NES. What?
Yeah, they're psychomantis. So
That's
It's
right.
Psychomantai.
That always throws me off because I only ever played Twin Snakes. So I'm like, no, he talks about Nintendo and Silicon Knights games.
that's the wrong version to play.
I see you've played Super Smash Brothers Melee before.
Lotus, the boss battles are all screwed up because they changed the perspective of the character. So the
Yeah.
first boss battle is way too easy.
No, it's fine. Did you enjoy Eternal Darkness?
That's awesome. And that's the show for this week. Please remember to subscribe to the Corrective Consciousness YouTube and SoundCloud pages. While there, please give us thumbs ups, likes, and 5-star ratings on iTunes. It helps promote and spread awareness of the show, and any bit of encouragement helps keep the show going. You can also catch us on Thursday on our sister podcast, Corrective Consciousness, the podcast where we explore the inanity of pop culture. I also want to thank everybody who has subscribed thus far. Please do share our podcast on your various media just to tell people about what we do here every week. We put a lot of effort into it, and we appreciate everything everybody does. Finally, you can friend me as vysethebold on Steam, PSN, Xbox Live, Twitter, Switch, and Battle.net.
And you can find me on my YouTube channel, Lotus Prince. You can hit me up on Twitter at Lotus Prince. And finally, if you're interested in seeing my videos early, getting in on exclusive live streams, selecting upcoming games for me to Let's Play, and getting in on a Discord with me and every other patron, then perhaps consider swinging by my Patreon account, which can be found at patreon.com/LotusPrince.
And actually, you can find me on Steam or just about any social media thing or gaming platform as Mr. Ryu 45 MR _ Ryu 45, and yeah.
And hope to God that you're not
me.
playing him in Smash Brothers.
What?
All right, we'll catch you on Thursday, everybody.
Until next time,
All right.
everyone.